A lot of people have been asking nowadays about short sales. It's a very popular term among real estate agents, and anyone who's looking at property. People are selling their homes short, and also buyers are looking for short sale properties. Short sales are an agreement that the owner of the property has with their lender, that the lender will take less than the amount owed on the property. It is different from a foreclosure. Foreclosure, the lender actually forecloses on the home and then becomes the owner of the property. In a short sale, it's an agreement between the owner and the lender to work it out so the lender does not take it back. The seller is able to sell the home less than the value of the note, and it's not as bad on your credit as a foreclosure. Bank short sale, because with so many homes, with so many people defaulting on their mortgages nowadays, the foreclosure process becomes expensive. And when banks foreclose on the property, they then have to take title to the property. They own the property. The foreclosure process with attorneys and all the other fees involved costs the bank money. And when the bank owns a property, it becomes a liability for them instead of an asset. In a short sale, banks decided to sell a property short because it saves them money, and they never have to take title. They agree with the owner of the property that there's a mutual agreement that they will take less money than the note, and really the banks are doing this to save themselves money. And that's another popular question, is how will a short sale affect my credit? I've done some research and looked into it, and the best answer is it is going to affect your credit. Most lenders will not even begin the short sale process until you are late on a payment or stop making payments. So will it affect your credit? Yes, it will affect your credit. Is it as bad on your credit as a foreclosure? No. Most lenders will look at a short sale and they will not count it as heavily as they would if you were foreclosed on. For instance, Fannie Mae has a program out there where they will loan to people who short sale. It'll take 2 years before they're able to buy property again, where if you're foreclosed on, it takes 5 years. So that's a little bit of a difference, but it's not as short sale is not as bad as a foreclosure. But as far as how it'll affect credit, there isn't any sort of equation on how your credit score gets affected. It will affect your credit, but not as bad as a foreclosure. The main thing if you're a buyer, obviously short sale, you want to consider going into short sale property. This is going to lead us into the next question, where you need to be a little patient. But the main thing as a buyer is that when you're dealing with the short sale, you have a property that is basically undervalued as from when they bought it. So at the peak, it might have come down to where the level it is now, and they might, most banks send people out. What the banks will do is they'll send a couple of brokers out, give them an idea of what it's worth, try to put it at market value, and at what market value is now. So but every bank lender is different. Is there value in buying short? Yes. I definitely would consider, if you're a buyer, to look at something in the short sale that is a short sale property, and if that is something that interests you, make an offer. But there's definitely can be value. If you are interested in buying a short sale property, the key is patience. It can take anywhere from before you get the bank to agree on that price. When the bank agrees on that price, all the contingency periods, all the dates of the contract start from that day. That could take 1 month. That could take 5 months. Every bank is different. There is no certain timetable. So my thing is that if you are looking to buy something immediately and move in, short sale is probably not what you want to do. But if you were just looking for a deal and time is not that important to you, then short sale would be the way to go.